Dear Chartered Accountants, working professionals, and students in the domains of Indian auditing, accounting, and the tax and regulatory space, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing Chartered Accountant.
Daily news and updates for 2nd November 2023. The government has notified LLP Third Amendment Rules 2023. As per the amended rules, a person whose name is entered in Register of Partners of LLP but does not hold any beneficial interest in contribution must file a declaration to that effect in Form 4B within 30 days from the date on which his name is entered in the register, specifying the name and other particulars of the person who actually holds any beneficial interest in such contributions. However, if any change occurs in the beneficial interest in such contribution, the registered partner must make a declaration of such change to the LLP in Form 4B within a period of 30 days from the date of such change. Every person who holds or acquires a beneficial interest in the contribution of an LLP but his name is not registered in the Register of Partners must file with LLP a declaration disclosing interest in Form 4C within a period of 30 days after acquiring such beneficial interest in contribution of the LLP, specifying the nature of interest, particulars of the partner in whose name the contribution stand registered in the books of the LLP. Further, every LLP must maintain a register of its partners in Form 4A from the date of its incorporation. The register must be kept at the registered office of the LLP. Also, the entries in the register must be made within 7 days pursuant to any change made in the contribution amount or in the name and details of the partners in the LLP agreement or in cases of cessation of partnership interest. Global research firm Kantar said it is seeing the start of a turnaround in the fast-moving consumer goods sector after demand for daily groceries and essentials increased 7.2% year-on-year in the September quarter. Sales volume in rural markets went up 6.2% and in cities by 8.4% from earlier years. Marico, maker of Parachute and Saffola oils, said the second quarter started on a positive note with increasing demand trends in rural and urban areas in July, but saw a noticeable drop in overall sentiment, especially in rural areas during August and early September. In October, Indian refiners increased the demand for cheaper Ural crude from Russia while reducing imports of more expensive Russian grades. Urals sold at a $10 discount compared to grades like ESPO and Sokol made up 90% of Russia's imports, a significant increase from previous months. This shift was driven by the desire to cut costs amid high and volatile global oil prices due to Middle East conflict, OPEC plus supply limits, and uncertain demand. As preparations for the Union Budget for the fiscal 2024-25 gain momentum, the government is likely to undershoot the disinvestment target for the current fiscal by over 50%. This implies that the revised estimate for disinvestment revenues will likely be around Rs 20,000 crore or even less compared to the target of Rs 51,000 crore. So far, the government has managed to raise only Rs 8,000 crore this fiscal. The government had high hopes for the Hindustan Zinc residual stake sale, but issues related to demerger and reduced demand prevented the transaction from proceeding. The proposed sale of the government's 50.79% in NMDC Steel has been deferred due to opposition from the Congress-led government in Chhattisgarh. Regarding IDBI Bank disinvestment, the government anticipates that the Reserve Bank of India's fit and proper criteria check will likely conclude this November. However, this would not leave enough time to conduct due diligence and execute the sale process.
This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.